guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my fall TBR, all the books that I want to read this fall because it is almost September and the first day of fall is September 22nd and I'm so excited. So it's time to get out all the dark academia books, all the fall books. I'm so excited. I've made a list. I'm going to share it with y'all and maybe you can read these books during the fall too. Okay, the first book I want to read is Dracula by Bram Stoker. It's Bram Stoker. This book is just so classic. It is a classic. It's long, but I feel like I could read this audiobook and it would be fine. I really just want to get the story of this book because I know the story of Dracula, but I've never read it and I've never I just really want to annotate this and I want to have an annotated copy of this and I want to be able to say that I read Dracula, pretty much. So this is the first book. Second book is The Dead Poet Society. Now, I know that this is just a novelization of the movie. I've seen the movie. It destroyed me. I loved it. But I want to read, I want to be back in that world, and I really want to annotate this. I want to do the thing that people do where they write in the front of the book, like the thing they had in the movie, where the book in the movie had a message on the book. I really want to do that. And I really want to just annotate this and highlight quotes and stuff. And I think it's very dark academia and really cute. I've never read a novelization before. I wonder if it'll be bad, if it'll be good. I'm not sure. So that's why I want to read this. The next book I want to read is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I just want to know, I have heard so many good things. I've heard that this is the original thriller, I've heard countless things about this and I don't know the plot twist. I don't know what happens in this story and I have avoided spoilers like the plague. Anytime I see a video of Ben Affleck in Gone Girl, I've never skipped anything fast in my life because I just want to read it and I just want to get the story spoiler free. So hopefully this fall I will be doing that. This is really long and the words are insanely tiny. I don't even think you can see how small. You can't even see them. They're so small. But hopefully I make it through this. I mean, I think that I'd love it and I think that I'd really like the movie. So we're about to find out. Okay, the next book I want to read is The Devil in the White City, Murder, Magic, and Madness at the Fair That Changed America by Eric Larson. Okay, I've had this book for so long, and Rory Gilmore read this in Gilmore Girls during the fall, and that means I need to read this. So, also, this book, feels so nice. It's, shiny, but I don't know how to explain it. It has, the words are so small. Again, they're so incredibly tiny. But this is basically a serial killer at this fair. And that's what I'm assuming. I'm not sure when this was written. It's giving me vibes of it's old. But I feel like it's just supposed to look like that. Yeah, this came out in 2003. So it's not that old. But I love the cover. I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous. It's the winner of the National Book Award. I've heard really good things about this. I always see the picture of Rory Gilmore reading it, and I really want to read it. I think it would be really fun, really fall vibes. I'm not sure. I'm just really curious about this book, and I really want to read it. So, okay, next we have Salem's Lot by Stephen King. I know that I said I was going to read this last month, and I didn't. So now I'm going to read it now, hopefully. This book, I wish I didn't get the movie version, but it's okay. It's so incredibly floppy, and the words are huge. If you couldn't tell, word size is a huge, the font size of a book is a huge thing for me. Because if the words are so small, then I just get, a headache. I can't read this. But this story, I think this is his second novel ever, I believe. I've heard good things. I've heard, I've seen videos from the movie, and it's, very fall vibes. I've heard that it's really good. I think they're making another movie, and I think they're making another movie on this. I'm not sure. If they are, I would love to watch it. I would love to read this so I can watch the movie, because I've heard good things. I've heard good things about all these books. So I'm going to be saying that a lot. But I've heard good things. It feels very fall. I feel like I just need to read this, and I really just want to know the story. And I'm pretty sure it's about vampires. So that's all I need to know. I love vampires. I love vampires so much. Like, The Vampire Diaries is so good, and I haven't even seen all of it, and it's already like my favorite thing in the world. And I just want to read The Vampire Academy so bad, and I just haven't bought any of those books. And I really think I should read it because I really think I should love it. I think I would love it, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, anyway, the next book is These Violent Delights by Micah Nevermayer. And I bought this because I heard that it was like dark academia set at a prestigious university with like obsession, and some unspeakable event happens and it just leads to like death and obsession and crazy stuff. Like, and I don't know. So basically it takes place in the early 1970s. And something crazy happens at this college, like something bad, unspeakable kind of thing. And the two main characters, Julian and Paul, like get into this like trauma, I don't know, like into this obsession. It says an obsession that hurtles them towards an act of irrevocable violence. So, I don't know. That just sounds so good to me. It sounds so good. Actually, I've wanted to read this ever since I bought it. And this book just feels so scholarly to me. I just love it. And I love the little shiny, like, red. I guess it's blood. I didn't notice that till now. But this is red, and this red. It looks so nice, and I love it. And I really want to read this, like, with a coffee in my hands, sitting in a coffee shop. I feel like people would fear me. So that's what I want. Okay, next. Okay, I didn't want to recommend you fall books and then recommend you The Secret History. Like, I haven't read it. I really want to read it. It's so dark academia, but I just wanted to show y'all different books because I'm not going to go and buy any books for this. Like, I have so many and I just need to get through them, and so many of them are fall related. Like, they give you fall vibes, and those are the books that I want to show you. Anyway, so I've been talking for like an hour. So another book I want to read is Mr. Lullaby by J.H. Marketer. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. This is the author of The Nightmare Man, which I have wanted to read for so long because it's giving me like, what's that movie? I don't know. Basically, I wanted to read The Nightmare Man by this author for a really long time. And I saw this, and it just really spoke to me. Like, this looked like Georgie from It, and that just really, like, piqued my interest because I love that movie. And it says on the front that a clear heir to Stephen King. And that just really means to me that I'm gonna love this. And basically, a little boy goes missing in the, like, that tunnel thing, I guess, and they're trying to find him. But okay, so this boy goes missing, and then he has this voice in his head that he calls like Mr. Lullaby or something. It sounds so creepy. It sounds so good. I'm so excited about this. It just gives me all like the scary, creepy, what's wrong with this little boy, like, I'm so excited. My chair will not stop squeaking, and it's really annoying me. Okay, next. I feel like this is obvious. I have The Shining by Stephen King. Oh my word, the flop on this is incredible. I feel like it's crime that I haven't read this yet. Also, this publisher, Anchor Books, every time I get one of his books or any book from that company, Anchor Books, they're incredible. Like, they're so floppy. The words are huge. Like, they're huge. And I just think that literally it probably is my favorite. You know how people are like, my favorite publisher is Scribner? My favorite is Anchor Books, obviously. I just love it. And I just feel like I've never seen the movie. I never watched it because apparently there was like a bad scene in it or something. And I just never watched it. I was too scared. But I've seen so many clips and I've seen so many videos like analyzing it, and I literally dressed up as one of the twins. Let me get something to show you. I literally have this sitting on my bookshelf. I was gifted this a long time ago. The Grady twins. I dressed up as these girls with my friend for Halloween. And I still haven't read this or seen the movie. This was like one of the first books that I bought because I knew about it and I just really wanted to read it. And I was reading, if you've read Misery by Stephen King, I was reading that. And he started talking about the Overlook Hotel. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that's, I don't know. I just feel like this is such an original scary book. Like, you need to read this, and the cover's so fall, it's so beautiful, and I really want to read it, and I really want to see the movie, and that is why I'm reading it. Next, I really debated on this book. I really debated because I've almost started it like 3 times, and every time I've put it down, and then I saw TikTok about it. It's The Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum. I just want to know, I just want to know what happens in this book. I've heard that it's insane. Like, I've heard that this book is terrifying and that it stays with you. Stephen King did review it on the front. He said, "The Girl Next Door is alive. It does not just promise terror, but actually delivers it." Also, this cover is so nice. I think this cover is beautiful. But I've heard crazy things about this. I've heard that it's absolutely insane. And I don't know. I know they made a movie off this because I saw the trailer for it. And I think this could be so wrong, but I think that I heard that this was roughly, not like loosely based on a true crime case. The back of it says a teenage girl is held captive and brutally tortured by neighborhood children based on a true story. Yes, because I have listened to a podcast about this true crime case before. I'm not sure the specific case that this is based off of, but I have listened to that case before, and I remember when I bought this a long time ago, I got it because I had listened to that true crime case and I wanted to see a fictional version of it. But I have heard that this book is so over the top and insane and scary. So I'm gonna read it. Okay, next I have Dark Harvest by Norman Partridge. This book, look at this book and tell me that it is not fall. You can't. It is so fall. It literally has a freaking pumpkin on the front. It takes place on Halloween. So I just have to read it. I have to. It's so short. It is so short, and I just think this would be a fun read it in a day kind of thing. It also has these cute things. It's a pumpkin! I love reading books that have cute little headers for their chapters. I think it's so cute. And it says that this is now a major motion picture. I don't know what the movie is called. It might be called, oh my gosh! I just noticed Stephen King reviewed this on the back. He basically reviewed all of these books, pretty much. I think that's my only criteria for getting a book now, is if Stephen King has reviewed it. Anyway, it says a major new talent. So exciting. Basically, this is about a boy. He's called the October Boy. Oh my gosh. That is so fall. I'm so excited about this. This would be I'm gonna go sit at a coffee shop, read a book for the day. It would be this one. Okay, next, this book is out of all of these, it's at the bottom of the list of high priority. It's Bunny by Mona Awad. This book, a lot of people were really obsessed with this book a year or 2 years ago. And I know that it's kind of along the lines of college. There's a cult. They call themselves bunnies, I think. And something happens. I've heard that people read this book and they read the ending of it and they really just don't, they have to stare at a wall. That's what I've heard. And I mean, I just really want a book that I'm going to be invested in that's going to, like, make me think. So maybe I'll love this. Maybe, I mean, it's kind of, I love this front page. Like, they did a review page. It's so cute and pretty. But this book, I've heard good things and I've heard really bad things. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll love it. I do like the, like, college atmosphere, so maybe I'll really like it. Okay, next we have You Again by Kate Goldbeck. I tried to say it like they would say it in the book, like, you again. That's how I imagine them saying it. Basically, this is a retelling, I believe. Let me see. You know, it doesn't say in the book, but I remember hearing that this is a retelling of When Harry Met Sally. I've never seen that movie. I know it's, like, iconic, and I will probably watch it after I read this. This book is so long. It is so long, and I haven't heard much about it. How many pages is this? It's really a long book, and it's really heavy. It's like 400 something pages. I haven't heard much about this book. The only reviews that I've heard about it are that it's bad. But, I mean, sometimes I really just want, like, a palate cleansing romance, you know what I mean? Like, I read too many thrillers or too many scary books and I just need, like, a romance. That's what I'm gonna save this for, because I don't know, the cover is so cute. Like, the leaves, I absolutely love that. And maybe I'll love it. Maybe I'll find a new favorite. That's my thing now with books, is like, maybe I'll love it. I can always stop reading it, so I might as well try to read it. And next we have In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. This is like one of the original dark academia book talk books, and I've never read it. Oh my goodness, like, I don't know the plot twist of this book. Nobody tell me, because I am so excited to find out. Basically, it says 6 friends, 1 college reunion, 1 unsolved murder. Someone dies at a college and they have to find out who did it. It's like a prestigious college, so very dark academia vibes. The cover is so dark academia. I love it. I love the gold. It is so good. And I'm excited. I have not heard a bad thing about this book. And that is rare, because the amount of videos about books that I watch on YouTube and TikTok is insane. And I feel like if I was going to hear something bad about this book, I would have already. So that just makes me want to read it more and more. Okay, then I picked up this book for this video because I just felt like it. First of all, I just felt like I would. It's The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I haven't read a Riley Sager book in a while. The only book I've read by him, I think, is Survive the Night. And I really liked that book. Like, the plot twist in that book got me. I had no idea. And I've heard so many people complain that his books are predictable, or like they predicted the plot twist. But I feel like this one, I've heard that it's so, like, gothic, and the vibe, it, like, literally, it takes place at this house on this giant rock. And I've heard that the vibes are so gothic and, like, what's the word? Like, they're so, like, 80s and gothic. It takes place in 2 timelines, 1929 and 1980. And there's, like, a typewriter. They, like, write on typewriters. And I just think that I would really enjoy this book if I read it. So I'm going to put it in my fall TBR. Will I actually get to it? That is debatable. But I'm going to put it on the TBR. Hopefully I'll read it. Hopefully I'll love it, because I've only read one of his books and I've really loved it. So that gives me high hopes. Okay, I don't know if I said that that last book was the last book, but the last books are, crap, I almost dropped it. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I still haven't even unwrapped these. I have not been thinking about them. That sucks. These ones say Holly Jackson. This one says Holly Jackson, New York Times bestseller. I wish they were all the same. Ugh, gosh. But these just feel so like, I'm in a coffee shop, I'm gonna read, like, read under a tree. Like, they give me such fall vibes, especially the cover of the first one. Like, these books just feel like they should be read in the fall. And I just want to know who the murderer is. I just want to watch the show. I just have to read these. So that will be happening hopefully soon. Hey guys, those were all the books I want to read this fall. Stay tuned to see how many I actually read. I'm so excited for fall books. Reading in the fall is the best time to read. It's just like, there's nothing better than it. Like, summer reading's not better. What other seasons? Spring reading? I don't even think there's a spring reading. Fall books and fall reading are so good, and I'm so excited to read all these books. These are books that I look forward to reading. Like, these are the kind of books that got me into reading, and I'm so excited to read them. I've had some of these for so long, and I really just want to knock them off my TBR. So hopefully this fall I will be able to do that. But yeah, those are all the books. I'm gonna get to reading. I'll see you guys later. Bye.